Every 4 people have got some mental health concern or the other. Big stigma attached to it, that the age-old stigma, which of course has gone down over the years, saying that if you have a mental health concern, to pagal ho, ya something is really wrong with you. Partners are unaware of what mental health is, what can happen to you, etc. So specifically, I see this in practice very, very commonly. Impact your relationship if one of the partners is having a mental health concern. Of course, we will know that the person will have mood swings. There's an emotional burden on the relationship. Don't dismiss them. Don't treat them like they've got a plague or something very difficult to handle. As we are quite aware by the WHO statistics that 1 out of every 4 people have got some mental health concern or the other, whether it is anxiety, depression, insomnia, bipolar disorder, personality disorders, so many disorders which could be there, right? So what does it do onto our relationships? How does it impact our relationship when one partner is having a mental health concern onto the other partner? Now, sadly enough, only about 48% of the men actually end up revealing that they have a mental health concern to their partners. And 22% of the people wait at least 6 months or more before they tell their partner that they have a mental health concern. So why is it that we're not able to share openly with our partners or their families that, we are having a mental health concern? One is a big stigma attached to it, that, the age-old stigma, which of course has gone down over the years, saying that if you have a mental health concern, to pagal ho, ya something is really wrong with you. Whereas that is not the case, as we understand that every other person today is dealing with increased stress due to the fast pace of life. Then also there is a fear of rejection and abandonment, that if my partner finds out, then they may leave me or they may not accept me at all. There is also financial burden associated, when there is any condition. So there could be, financial burden associated with the medication, with also the therapy, etc. Partners are unaware of what mental health is, what can happen to you, etc. So specifically, I see this in practice very, very commonly, that one, either you're already dating somebody for a long time and then you develop a mental health concern. Still, I feel people are able to share a lot at that time with their partners because they have their emotional connect. But in arranged marriages, we see a lot of times people hide this fact to the families or the partner to come. And in fact, the statistics are showing that it's women are more open to sharing versus men. So, how does it really impact your relationship if one of the partners is having a mental health concern? Of course, we will know that the person will have mood swings. There's an emotional burden on the relationship also because of, any other disease will have, or any other disorder will have its own kind of symptomatology which needs to be managed. Even the sexual functioning can be affected, the libido can go down. It also creates a lot of issues sometimes in interpersonal relationships. Having said that, should we get scared or afraid that, if a partner has something, if our partner has a mental health concern, we shouldn't get married or we shouldn't get into a relationship? Not at all. All of it is beautifully manageable. It's like saying that a partner is diabetic or a partner has high blood pressure. Today we've accepted those diseases as a part of the norm. It's become normal for people to have lifestyle disorders. Similarly, so it's important for us to understand that we need to create normalcy about this as well. So what can the partner do when you find out that your partner has a mental health concern? One is that please don't judge them. Don't dismiss them. Don't treat them like they've got a plague or something very difficult to handle. Please be supportive, understand what has caused this concern, understand the root cause, because effectively for any mental health concern, a long time support is required specifically from your partner, because your partner is the one who's going to give you a lot of emotional support, besides of course your therapist or your doctor or your family around. But the partner is the one who's in close quarters. Communicate openly about your problems. understand what are the triggers for your partner, talk to them regularly. Go to the doctor visits together. In fact, encourage to set up the visits for the partner. Sometimes if someone is depressed, they may not reach out very easily to a mental health specialist. So having said that, also education, self-education, read about it, go together to the doctor to understand. Couple therapy becomes fantastically important in this and helps tremendously. And also family therapy, where we help everybody and explain it to them and explain to the family how all this can be tackled. And trust me, it's nothing. It's just a small step. These small steps and little wins can help us win beautifully in the entire relationship together.